Hello and welcome to the third of this series of short videos introducing our work with conversations on the edge of silence. Let's see. So this is the summary mind map that we explored in video 2, summarizing those 5 key areas of private practice, helping professions, professional context, personal growth and personal relations, and the one-off online conversations with special individuals or specialists that we hope to make available online. If we expand this mind map, we can focus a little bit on this private practice branch. And you'll see that just as we mentioned last time, there's the aspect of work one-to-one and with couples, and there are 4 or 5 key options for different flavors of conversation on the edge of silence. The pure unseated form of conversation on the edge of silence, where we sit together and we just allow what is present to emerge as a starting point for the conversation. The other is where the client may have a particular form of outcome or need or interest, which seeds the beginning of the conversation at the edge of silence and allows the conversation to unfold from and around some area of importance or intention that the client is bringing to the session. We also have a form of conversation on the edge of silence that's focused on sharing non-dual awareness, the experience of pure consciousness, of pure awareness, the ground of who we are in the conversation. So bringing what might be encountered meditatively inwardly into the relationship between us. We also have that extended conversation, which I call repatterning, for looking at the life patterns and the deep assumptions that are present in the client's life. So this is, again, a particular form of conversation on the edge of silence that takes 2, 3, or 4 hours and is focusing on the whole person and allowing that inner awareness to unfold and infuse their development in daily life. We also have in my private practice the opportunity for members of the helping profession and leaders and managers to support their development through supervision. So these are particular conversations on the edge of silence that are focused on professional life, but also through and with the development of what we call reflective practice. So the conversation on the edge of silence becomes a context for reflection on the supervisee's work with people, and also modality and a context that's helping the supervisee to develop that capacity to reflect deeply on their own work. Those particular developmental conversations, I do have them with individuals, but I also offer supervision to groups, usually in groups of 5 or 6 individuals. In my private practice, as I mentioned last time, we have this particular form of conversation on the edge of silence that we call radical intimacy partnering, which is an opportunity for individuals and groups and couples to explore and deepen what does it mean to be able to open intimately to another person or to other people in the context of deep relationships. So radical intimacy partnering is particularly focused on intimate relations, but it's looking at them or approaching them holistically, taking into account the sensual and erotic side of a relationship, the sharing of subtle perceptions and feelings that can be sometimes difficult, the capacity to be present in a caring and loving way, and also the ability to share and open in terms of the cognitive aspect of life, which I sometimes call cognition, the ability to connect with one's beliefs, one's ideas, the things that are important and give meaning to life. So there's different aspects form part of the whole, and we are offering a long-term radical intimacy internship in order to develop the capacity and the qualities through meditative and energetic practices to open to deeper aspects of oneself and deeper connection with each other. The radical intimacy partnership in 2023 will be a group for women starting in February or March, we hope. In terms of our work with the helping professions, besides the development through individual and small group supervisionary conversations on the edge of silence to develop reflective practice, we also offer training programs to develop practitioners of conversations on the edge of silence. We do that through in-depth programs to members of the helping professions, therapists, counselors, and coaches that would like to develop this style of work, the COTEOS style of work, in their practice. So this is for practitioners who already have some experience working with people in the helping professions. We can train COTEOS practitioners from scratch, but that's a larger and more extensive process. In terms of our programs for members of the helping professions, we have 5 or 6 key programs currently. The flagship program, number one from this box here, has to do with the foundations of the COTEOS way of working. And we have a very simple model based on the human hand that allows us to handle and manage the complexity in a simple way within conversation on the edge of silence. Then we have programs for developing in more in-depth the key fingers or pointers from the hand model. So there's one on cognitive patterns and working with dualities. One on embodied cognition that's looking at the body and the role of energy both within the body and between people in the unfolding of a conversation on the edge of silence. We have a program that's focused on the role of metaphors, images and symbols that arise spontaneously within a conversation on the edge of silence, and how to work with and explore those images in more depth as a way of unfolding the space of the conversation. We also have a program looking at the underlying assumptions, the epistemological foundations for what is emerging within the conversation on the edge of silence, how to tune into that, to those assumptions, and help to tease them into a softer and more flexible relationship in our experience. We also have our long-term program, the dynamics of deep transformation, which is focusing on how to conduct deep work with our clients, transformational work, through the process of repatterning, and how to take elements of repatterning into our work with clients in this soft conversational way. The last program there, apart from our training programs to develop reflective practice through conversations on the edge of silence in the area of supervision, is our programs for helping members of the helping profession to share non-dual awareness in their sessions with clients, to enliven that field of inner experience, the silence that we're on the edge of in conversations on the edge of silence. So those are our main programs in private practice, in helping professions. In professional contexts, we offer generative dialogue with groups, teams, organizations, and communities to support the unfolding and evolution and development of systems through a deeper relationship in dialogue with silence, and the capacity to be attentive to process and to allow what is needing to be resolved to emerge. So as I mentioned last time, we have also personal growth and relationship work with COTEOS circles, COTEOS partnering, and we have a short 2-day introduction to COTEOS circles for growth and support and for peer-to-peer work with friends and colleagues, regularly coming up in 2023 at the Mirata Center for Living Awareness. And we can offer these programs also in your area when we travel. So that's a little bit more in detail about our areas of COTEOS application. And watch out for our new project of one-off online conversations on the edge of silence with special individuals, specialists, experts who have something to share that's relevant to conversation on the edge of silence and our development, shared through the medium of a conversation in which I am not only, shall we say, the host and interviewer, but also, as far as possible, a participant active in the unfolding of this conversation. So look forward to sharing more with you. If you'd like to know more, you can visit our website, https COTEOS COTEOS.com, or you can contact me through Instagram or WhatsApp. Thank you for being with us, and look forward to seeing you or hearing from you soon. I hope you haven't been getting seasick, so I look for the closing button.